Joining me now for RBC's She's the Boss is Lola Adeyemi. Lola is a Nigerian Canadian immigrant who launched a food and beverage company called It's Super, which currently produces Afro-Fusion soups and sauces. Lola felt there was a need to fill the void in the mainstream retail space for African inspired ethnic recipes made by us for all. It's Super is currently sold online Canada-wide and via retailers such as Sobeys, Whole Foods, Ambrosia Natural Foods, McEwan's, Healthy Planet, and other independent retailers. Welcome to the show, Lola.
Thank you so much, Candice, for having me. I'm really excited.
I have to tell you what I really loved about your company is that when one looks out at the landscape, soup, for example, it feels like there's a lot of soup and most people would be deterred.
Mhm.
What made you pursue this?
That's a great question. There are a lot of soups, but they're same soups in different packaging. So I thought, why not bring a different idea of what soup is and what soup should be? Soup for us as Africans is hearty, it's rich, it's a gumbo of flavors, a burst of flavors in your mouth. And I thought a lot of the soups that are available right now are the same similar soups. And I wanted to just bring something new and fresh and interesting. So yeah, so that's what kind of encouraged me to do that, because for us actually eat soups and sauces every day, together, separately, so
There's somebody listening to this right now then who has an idea in their head. What would you say to them if they were thinking about starting a business?
I'll say write it down, write all your ideas, evaluate them, do a feasibility, check where the gap is. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, but look for a gap in the wheel. If it's a screw, put that screw in, it will make it for a better vehicle, right? So look for a way to improve what is already existing, or create a new category, whatever it is you need to do, but write it down and do a feasibility and fill a gap. When you fill a gap, that's when you're actually going to have success.
So when you started It's Super then, and you looked out across the landscape at perhaps who your competitors were, did you have moments where you were discouraged and thought, I can't possibly compete in this market?
I'm still discouraged. I'm still struggling right now with imposter syndrome, being, Black female, being African immigrant, and a lot of in the soup category, it's a lot of big brands and then really small brands. So there's almost no middle level player. So it can be discouraging, it can be frustrating, but then I get encouraged by the feedback that I get from consumers, from our retail partners. So that encourages me to continue, because I know that I'm filling a void and also having a category, creating a new love for that category.
Do you have mentors that you lean on and reach out to?
Yes, I've been blessed to have mentors, more so even this year when I put myself out there. So one thing I'll also say to entrepreneurs, put yourself out there on LinkedIn, reach out to people, because that's how I have actually acquired mentors. Mentors would not necessarily come to you because they're busy. So you go out there and reach out to them, and you'll be surprised, pleasantly surprised, how people are so willing to help.
That is one of the greatest things I think about being a woman entrepreneur in particular, is that women tend to be very supportive of women, sort of pushing back against that stereotype that we don't help each other.
Yes, yes, yes.
So what is next?
Yeah.
What's next for It's Super?
So what's next is basically continuing to really improve on the brand and increase our market share, especially within Ontario. And then we have two new flavors of sauces coming up. So we'll have a trio of sauces, which is really, we're excited about. And yeah, just growth improvement, creating our better bond with our customers and our retail partners, and just growing. Yeah.
All right. So people then they want to find you and they want to, maybe even demand that their local grocer
Yes,
carry
please.
your products.
Yeah.
Where can they connect with you, and where can they find you online?
So you can connect with us on www.itsuper.com. That's our website. We actually ship Canada-wide online, but you can also, and you can find the retail locations where we are, but you can also follow us on Instagram. It's at Itsuper, and Facebook and Twitter as well, all at Itsuper.
And are you offering your advice to people coming up underneath you as a mentor?
Yes, I'm actually paying it to paying it forward. Yes. So I do that as well. People reach out to me on LinkedIn, and I have empathy for them because I also reach out to others that have been successful. So in whatever capacity that I can, I also do that. So if you have an idea or concept, find a way to follow me on LinkedIn. It's at Lola Adeyemi, and I'll find some time to give you help within whatever, wisdom I have.
Wonderful. Lola, thank you so much for joining me today. If people want to know more about you, they're going to be able to go to whatshesaidtalk.com. We have a profile where you've answered some very personal questions that may help somebody else starting their own business. So thank you again for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. It was great time.